Hello, hello, and welcome to another Davis Does With a live stream. Let me go ahead and fix my camera angle really quickly. We've got a big day or a big night, I guess I should say, of severe weather coverage ahead. Before we get into that, we do have a couple of things that I quickly have to fix. We have to update some of these stream overlays because we want to make sure that we are bringing you guys accurate and up-to-date information on the latest situations with this event. This looks to be one of the most intense Derecho events that this part of the world has seen in several years and potentially ever. So we want to make sure that we are covering all of our bases here. We're focusing on every last thing, and we are, at the end of the day, just making sure that everybody stays safe. I mean, this is a huge day. I will say it's not playing out quite as intensely as we expected so far, but that still has so much time to turn around. It's not even funny. So we're not going to say bust. We're not going to say underperformance. We just have to wait and see what happens. Before we get the stream started, I also want to say thank you so much, Alan, for the $2 donation just before the stream started there. Alan with the $1.99. Thank you so much, my dude. I really do appreciate that. W's in the chat for Alan. Alan the GOAT is back again. It's not a Davis's weather stream without Alan. It's really not. So, again, as much as we would love to, just sit here and have a fun, relaxing night, and I'm thinking that that's what we're going to do at the end of the stream. I don't really want to sit here for, too much longer than we have to. I'm not going to lie. I don't think that this event's really going to play out to expectation. I think some of the models were overdoing it a little bit. But we still have a PDS Severe Thunderstorm Watch in effect. We've got all these destructive and these particularly dangerous situations, Severe Thunderstorm warnings as well. So we're going to cover it, and we're going to cover it to the best of our ability. Before we get started, I do want to actually know, I know I keep saying that, we have Freddie McKinney and Stormrunner Media. They are actually seeing some pretty intense dust right now on their feed. Let's see if we can go ahead and get Freddie up here on your screen. There he is. Look at that massive dust storm in the way. This is right near Roby, Texas. The problem with seeing a derecho event in this part of the world is you don't know what's going to happen, and also you've got so much dust out here in these open fields that gets kicked up. It's not even funny. So, again, if you are out here, you've got to take this seriously. As soon as you get placed under one of those severe thunderstorm warnings, I would advise to avoid driving at any point in your, it doesn't matter if you're 5 minutes away from home. It really can become quite unsafe quite quickly. Is our stream lagging? Please tell me it's not. Please. Oh, it's lagging, isn't it? Fun. Stream lag, is it bad? Is it good? Is it fine? I know it was lagging there for a second, but are we good now? Just let me know. So, anyway, again, whenever you get placed under those severe thunderstorm warnings today, you're going to want to make sure that you're taking them extra seriously and not, just continuing your drive home, because not only are we talking about such an elevated threat for catastrophic wind gusts, but also all that dust. That makes driving an absolute nightmare. Again, I mean, you can look at this here. This is just west of Roby, Texas, on this encroaching supercell. This is Stormrunner Media. You can see probably a good eighth of a mile out ahead of you before the dust starts to kick in, and Freddy's stream, granted it is lagging, but the parts that we have seen, it looks like you can't see anything. So you have to take this as seriously as possible today. Again, we're talking about the threat for a significant derecho, or at least a derecho-like event. The reason we're saying this is because we were expected to have, at a point, guys, we were expecting over 7,000 joules per kilogram of surface-based instability. Now, that's backed off just a little bit, but still, you've got over 5,000 to 6,000 joules per kilogram of CAPE in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. That is going to be a problem if that plays out. These storms are going to take advantage of that instability, and they are just going to roar across the metro area. So you have to make sure you do have multiple ways to receive alerts. And also, of course, as is tradition for these Southern Plains events, it's going to be an overnight thing. So it's going to be a situation where you got to make sure you have ways to receive alerts that are going to wake you up. Again, I know that the stream is a little bit laggy right now. I'm going to see if I can fix that, because I really don't want that to be a huge problem tonight. But it looks like, unfortunately, it could be. And I don't know why it's doing that. I really don't. I couldn't tell you, because it didn't have this problem with this computer for so long, and then it just started randomly. So, again, if it ever starts lagging too intensely, please let me know. Again, I'm trying to fix the lighting, guys. It's been horrible ever since we started streaming in here. I could turn around the camera like this. I guess we could do that. It's still not great, but it's a little more ideal. So we'll go ahead and turn around here. Well, it's not just my camera. It's just the whole screen in general. The audio doesn't lag at all, or at least it shouldn't. But the camera's going to lag. And I'm going to try to fix that so that it tries to limit the lag. So, anyway, turning the camera around 10 minutes into the stream, not a good sign. But in all seriousness, again, you want to make sure that you are taking this event as seriously as possible. You're heeding the warnings. You're taking all the proper precautions necessary and whatnot to take shelter when it's necessary. Again, this is shaping up to be a huge Derecho or Derecho-like event. Our wind shear is absurd. Now, keep in mind, this is within the first 6 kilometers of the atmosphere. This is a little bit higher than whenever you typically see people talk about, oh, you know, we have this much wind shear. Now, the 0Z run of the HRRR is still coming out, but we'll look at the 23Z. If we take a look at the areas that the supercells track over, obviously that's going to elevate your wind shear values, but they are still very high, and I'll let you guys in on something. They were much higher last night. You'll notice they get to about 100 knots, which is absurd. Yesterday, they were cranking over 130. I don't even know, like, again, the fact that that is possible is just mind-boggling to me. Now, does that equate to surface wind gusts? Not at all. It's not even really what it is. But the two main ingredients for severe thunderstorms and usually tornadic development, tornadoes have a few more ingredients they need to take place to develop, and that's why we're not seeing a lot of tornadoes tonight, and we'll talk about that why later. But the two ingredients that you usually need for severe thunderstorms and these derecho-like events to develop is wind shear, obviously, number one, and instability. We've got 6,000 instability, and we've got 100 knots of wind shear. There were runs that were actually forecasting wind gusts. These surface wind gusts were expected to be over 130 miles per hour. Is it still laggy? That is so frustrating. I really wish that wasn't happening. But it's okay. We will see if we can fix that in any way. I suppose we could get rid of a chaser. We'll get rid of SRM, I suppose. Goodbye, Stormwater Media, I'm sorry. And you know what we'll actually do? We'll turn that into a little donation board, and we'll throw our boy Alan at the top, because Alan's a go. But anyway, again, we'll get back into the forecasting portion of this stream here in just a minute, and we kind of have to get right into coverage, because we've already got quite a bit going on. I don't want to stall this too long here. Let's go ahead and shove this bar right up here. You guys are kind of seeing the behind-the-scenes process. It's not laggy. I think it is a little laggy. I think you joined at a good time because it's lagging a little bit for me. Whoa! Sam with the renewal of the 5-month membership. Hold on, chat. I know how we're going to fix the lighting. I should have done this before stream. But, and I'm sure a few of you guys know what I'm talking about. Before stream, I was very busy. Very busy. So, unfortunately, I did not have time to do all these things. But Sam, with the renewal of the 5-month membership, thank you so much, Sam. Sam's down below in the chat. Freddie stopped at a little gas station there. He's got those hurricane force wind gusts ongoing. Again, we're going to go and get the dono board set up. Sam, now at the number one spot, $5 donation, and then Alan with the $1.99. So, again, stream probably a little laggy still. I don't know why that's happening. I really don't. I wish I did. But there's nothing you can do other than sit here and complain. That doesn't fix anything, you know? Let me see. What do we do, chat? How do we fix the lag? Do we have any suggestions? Anyway, while we wait on that, again, Freddie has a brilliant, and I just mean absolutely brilliant, look at this just unbelievable supercell. Again, not only producing these hurricane force wind gusts likely of 80 to 90 miles an hour, but also hail up to softball size. Again, this setup is also extremely prime for just absolutely destructive hail. I mean, we've, got lapse rates getting up to 9 Celsius per kilometer, which, for anybody that's not aware, typically for the development of small hail, you're looking at 6 to 7. and we are at 9. So, again, a very, very extremely potent even setup for Lord Hail today. And again, those destructive wind gusts, not going to be a joke either. The stream is still lacking. Why does this have to happen every time? Every time. What do we do, chat? No, it's not related to thunderstorms. This just happens. And I wish it didn't. And I'm getting a new light bulb up there. We're not doing this yellow lighting crap for every stream in this room. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. What if I just turn off the lights entirely? Is that gonna ruin everything? Hold up, chat. Oh, spooky. Spooky. Yeah, that makes it arguably a little worse. But we just have to roll with it. Honestly, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it was anyway. So, what do? We get rid of the other chaser and have no chasers this stream. I don't want to do that, but I think we kind of have to. Goodbye, Freddy. We can pull him up in Raider Omega when necessary. So, alright, we'll pull you down, and we will replace... You know what? We'll just make this entire thing a donation board. How about that? We're going to be live here, guys, for like 4 or 5 hours tonight. Whether we're covering the actual Derecho or just chilling, I want to have some fun tonight. So give me just a second. I almost typed out Derecho board. Dono board. Sweet. So, again, big night ahead. I think you guys get the gist. Again, if you didn't already, make sure to watch our forecast yesterday. But it is setting up to potentially be a very large Derecho-like event. Now, it's not necessarily quite playing out to expectations, but I still think that has room to change just with the sole fact that we have 6,000 instability in the DFW Metroplex. That is not common, guys. Check PayPal, I got a dono. Let me look. Also, I'll put the link in the chat in just a sec, Mr. Twister. It's also in the description of all of our other videos, and the noti will still come in through chat if you're worried about that. Whoa. Okay, it looks like I missed a couple of donos. Oh my gosh. So, I missed, 2 days ago. 2 days ago. William with the 10. Then yesterday, William with the 10. No, 3 days ago, William had a 10. 2 days ago, William had a 10, and yesterday, Alan with the $20 donation. W's for Alan and William in the chat again. Sorry, I don't look at my PayPal nearly enough, guys. I really do appreciate those donations, though. Guys, Alan and William especially, you guys know, you're absolutely incredible. So I cannot thank you enough for all the generosity that you've provided for this channel. I mean, it really is incredible. And our stream is still lagging, so that's just freaking phenomenal. But I really do appreciate it, guys. And I don't ever want to take things like that for granted because it's what keeps this channel running. It's the whole reason that I have things like this. So, anyway, what is going on with the stream, bro? What? Okay, look me in the eye, live stream. Why are you not working? We have dropped 16,000 frames since the beginning of the stream. So what do we do to fix that? What do we do to fix that? What do we do to fix that? I'm open to literally any suggestions. I really am. I'm so tired of this. I am so tired of this. It's been happening for several streams in a row now. Sell the PC and get a new... I just bought this, bro. I literally... Oh my gosh, dude. Do I need to turn the frames per second down? But then I have to end stream. I don't want to end stream. What do we do, guys? What do we do? We have to figure this out before we actually get started here with our significant severe weather coverage. What do we do? I'm open to lowering the frames per second from 60 down to 30. I don't want to, but I'll do it. I just got this one. Mans, get a gaming PC. I'm not spending $3,000. $3,000. I don't know why I said that like a British person. What do we do? Alright, I'm going to end it and I'm going to reset it, chat. So do not fret. We will be back so shortly. I don't want... We just started. Can you just fix, please? And be good for the rest of the night, please? I kind of hope WX Clips joins. Please. Please. Please, man. It didn't even do that with the first couple streams that we did in here. This computer doesn't suck. It's so much quicker than my other one. It has double the RAM. I don't know what to do. And it was all fine until I deleted OBS to free up storage, and then it started happening. You guys can't even see my mental breakdown because it's lagging. The SSD might be the issue. You know, I would comment on that, but I am so computer dumb. I don't even know what SSD means. You guys have to remember, I live in the country. I mean, not technically, but I basically do. What is an SSD? What does that mean? What does that mean? It's not lagging? Please don't lag. Solid state drive. Yeah, I know what that means. Yeah. Solid state drive. What is solid state drive? A computer storage device that uses integrated circuit. Would it have to do that the other day whenever I was downloading a Weather Life episode, I kind of filled up all the storage on my computer, and then I left it like that for like 2 days. Okay, I didn't do that, but for one, it wasn't 2 days, but the video for, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't fill it up for 2 days. No. I didn't do it for 2 days. That was a bad way to say it. For one, it was like 12 hours. It was overnight. And that's because the video itself was being really weird, and it told me that one video took up 200 gigabytes of storage. Which, I'm no expert, as I've stated many a time, but I don't think that should happen. I just get the feeling that that's a little too much for a 30-minute or an hour-long recording. Is your Wi-Fi? No, it's not to do with the Wi-Fi. Again, everything works smooth with this computer. The computer is absolutely fine, except for the streaming. That's the only thing. And that's the thing that I care about the most. Like, again, like the computer room, like, you know what? We could literally do a tour right now. It should not have anything to do with the Wi-Fi, because here's my room. And here's the old streaming room that I said you guys would never see me in again. Like, it's literally through a wall. So I don't understand. I could stream in black and white. It stopped cutting out in the other. It's not going to do that permanently, though. Watch. It's not the room. I promise. I promise you. I'm going to look really stupid if it is now. See, it's not the other room. Still lag. Still lag. What if I set you... Look. Wi-Fi router right here. What if I set you right here? No. Cyclonic Paradigm with the $2 dono. It's good now? Seriously though, Cyclonic Paradigm with the $2 donation. W's in the chat. Thank you so much for your very generous dono. That's awesome. Again, W's in the chat. Greatly appreciated. And we'll get you on the dono board, but it's it might be a while. Because ideally I'd like to fix this. If we're gonna do like a 4-hour stream like we said. Somebody said I should plug it in. I really don't think that's going to do anything, but I've established many a times I'm not very good at this stuff. So, guys, I do not deserve 4,500 subs. I don't. I know I say this all the time, but thank God for you guys. And you guys being incredibly patient with my stupidity. Is it still laggy? Well, it says my CPU is 3.3%. Is that bad? That's what it says on like my little OBS thing. I'm mainly asking for Mr. Twister. Because I know he knows. 3.3%'s good. Yeah, I don't know then. The lower the better. 100% means you're about to get nuked. They put me in charge of running my church's live video feed, and gosh, I don't know why they do. Probably because I'm the only one with any sort of sense of technology. Again, we're a bunch of country boys out here, so... What? I don't know what else to do. Should we stop stream and turn down the FPS to 30? It's about the only choice that I can think that we have. It really is. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So, I will set up another stream. What is this? I'm going to set up another stream, and I will be back in probably 5 minutes. So, stick with me.